we got Victor.
Hello, folks.
Hey,
Hey,
Victor, how's it
Victor.
going?
I'm good. It's Friday. How can I be?
I believe you mean Friday.
Yeah, finally.
Friday. Yeah.
Yeah, Friday. Yeah, exactly.
Victor, please take a second to introduce yourself.
Of course. Um, Hi, everyone. My name is Victor Rojo. I'm the tech leader for the Conversational AI Partners Competency Program that was recently launched this week. My job in this competency program is to help the partners to bring their solutions with more visibility, to help them also to grow their solutions in the conversational AI space. Before doing all of this, I was part of the team that launched Amazon Alexa in Mexico. I speak Spanish in case someone wants to speak in Spanish or bilingual, and also was part of the launch of Alexa in the US for Spanish also.
Awesome.
Great.
So if we were stuck in an elevator for 15 seconds and you had to explain to me what the AWS Partner Network is, what would you say that is?
What I can tell you is that the AWS Partner Network is one of the most interesting lines of business that the AWS has for working with third-party companies. Those companies or business that want to get access to all of these services and bring solutions to the AWS customers is the place to be for. And this contains different types of partners who are bringing their software solutions, SaaS solutions, and also services. And they have a big, high bar expertise to bring the customers the confidence that they are working with experts.
Okay. Now, conversational AI, I can use my imagination, which is nothing that anyone wants me to do. Could you explain to me what conversational AI is?
Yes, and my imagination also starts when I think about it. My first contact, maybe thinking about talking with someone that wasn't a human, but and I knew that it wasn't a human. For example, with robots, maybe when you saw a film, a picture about people talking with robots that talk as if they were humans. That's the original principle of conversational AI. Computers that mimic humans, even though they are computers. And the idea here is to bring that human side into computers so that we can automate processes that maybe are repetitive or are tedious for a human person to do it. Or sometimes, just in terms of the business condition, the environment, the business nature, we need someone to be present. It's not that possible. So that's when we introduce computers, we introduce something known as artificial intelligence to emulate those humans. That's what could represent. In summary, computers that mimic humans to interact with customers, with consumers.
Yeah,
So
and
how
we
would...
go
Yeah,
ahead.
sorry, go ahead, Jeff.
We tend to be a little bit more comfortable talking to something that sounds like a human, as opposed to talking to like a speak and spell, from the 80s. So the more that
Absolutely.
technology grows, the more successful that's going to be with people that don't need to know that it's necessarily um, a bot or whatnot. So, Kyle, back to you.
I've never seen a speak and spell try to pretend it's human, though. I've seen the movies.
It knows it's human.
On a more serious
Yeah.
note, though, there is a question that we have. So more value for AWS in the B2B2C. I'm assuming that's business to business to consumer, or end consumer initiatives. Chatbot.
Well, we can think in business to business because what is implemented by on top of AWS is for a business, but at the end, the solutions that these customers are implementing through the partner solutions will reach out to an end consumer. In the other side, for example, if you think about Alexa, everything that is developed, or most everything that is developed in Alexa is for end consumers. Think about an Alexa skill or voice-based application that is commonly used by someone who is at their house mostly. So those are the differences between the B2B and B2C or end consumers. There are different aspects there.
Gotcha.
Okay,
So Victor,
cool.
so in the title is conversational AI, and we hear AI ML all the time. Can you talk to and explain kind of quickly the differences between when you think of AI ML, if you're into AWS, you think of SageMaker, you think of models and different training. I assume there's some of that along with conversational AI. Can you explain what the similarities are, or what's different with conversational AI than your typical look at a bunch of data and try to predict something?
Sure. Let's maybe get started with the part of conversational AI. For example, there are developers who are building chatbots, and they don't need to worry about training a machine learning model. They don't need to be experts in machine learning or being machine learning engineers or data scientists to develop a chatbot-based solution. On the other hand, we have data scientists who are collecting data, preparing data for training models that they train and use on top of Amazon SageMaker in this case, as you mentioned. And these models have different tasks. We enter in this case in the natural language processing field at some point, which is part of or one of the different aspects in machine learning that we might consider plus more something related to it. And it is totally oriented to the processing of language. And in this case, these models are trained to understand if there's a phrase, if there's an intent, if there are different values known as entities that, after recognizing them, could be used to execute a task. But that's underneath those engines that the developers are using for building the chatbots. It's like a complementary world, and at the same time, they can be separated because they don't need both expertise on
Gotcha.
both sides.
Now, I feel like we've just kind of scratched the surface of what conversational AI is, but then also there's the component of having to build the application or the infrastructure of conversational AI for a customer specific use case. And this is where the conversational AI partnership comes in, right? So if you're a company that wanted to bring conversational AI into the fold to help your business, and they didn't have the expertise or the know-how to be able to bring that into their business, they can leverage something like the partner network to build that out, right?
Right. Initially, one of the important things also to consider is why conversational AI. We already talk about what is. We talk about some differences between machine learning and conversational AI or building chatbots. Conversational AI is wider than just building a chatbot. The
Yeah.
idea here is why many companies, they need, for example, they are thinking on automating some tasks that are very repetitive, and the employees are bored, or they say, do I have to do this all the time? So they bring the idea of how to automate those tasks. It's where conversational AI enters. Sometimes the companies are trying to provide a better customer experience and consistently offer the same experience based also, of course, in certain personalizations. but sometimes a human will get some variations, or not always the human will be sometimes on their best day to attend a call or to attend a customer. The conversational AI solution will do it.
You heard it
And
here,
also,
everyone. Victor said that conversational AI can join our meetings for us so we can do other things.
that should be great. Not yet. Otherwise, we would say, Alexa, attend my meeting. In other cases, for example, conversational AI got a lot of adoption with the pandemics that happened in the period of lockdown. There was a big disruption in the world, not in the industry, in the world, where everybody was forced to avoid touching something, uh, social distancing, and all the call centers and many places that offer, or companies that offer um, customer support or customer attention, were swamped really by a lot of calls. And this is where conversational AI entered I would say, to the rescue with those chatbots that were built to attend that high demand of calls and customers trying to change their flight plans, try to cancel concerts, trying to communicate with a patient in a hospital. Many aspects in our lives that were impacted were at some point rescued with conversational AI.
Awesome. And so we have a demo coming up because I'm very excited to see demos. Demos are fun. They're awesome. Let's be real.
Of
So
course.
do you want to go ahead and show us your demo? Are y'all good to go there?
Of course.
Awesome.
One additional things I would like to highlight when
Sure.
customers come with a partner is because the conversational AI process for building solutions, it's complex. It's not only let's create a chatbot and that's it. The partners that are in the conversational AI competency offer all the guidance that customers need for envisioning their idea to bring to conversational AI to make it feasible for a project. They can help on designing this idea and designing all the flows and the dialogues that require conversational AI designers. From there, there's a team of uh, experts or builders that can help build the solution, or the customer itself themselves can use the platforms the customers brings to build their solution on top of this software the partners bring. And finally, the process for testing, for monitoring, for evaluating how good is the conversational AI solution working. That's a kind of full life cycle that is required to deliver these kind of solutions. And that's when the partners, the AWS Partners Center, to accelerate that process with high
Yeah,
quality and
and to
consistency.
be part of that partner program, they have to prove the competency in the partner program that they are applying for too, which is great. So not only does it show experience, consistency, but it shows the competency, and they prove that, or they provide that they can support the solution that they're building for customers that are going to be using an AWS partner.
Of course, yeah,
Yeah.
that's part of it.
As we're talking about the competencies, there was already previously in the APN an AI/ML competency. But what we're talking about today is the new specific conversational AI competency, which we've discussed is slightly different things. You're working with different aspects of AI, so it's nice to see some specialized partners being recognized to help our customers with some of these hard chatbots, et cetera, et cetera.
Yes, so something that happened during the process of fine tuning and the testing of the competency was that we realized that some partners that were trying to apply to the competency, they noticed that the self-assessments that are part of the competency contain values, questions, items that were fully related to machine learning. And they start to ask us, hey, what? I don't know. I'm not expert in machine learning. I don't know how to train models. And we started to raise our hands and saying, why don't we create this as a separate competency there's a full industry around conversational AI, and the developers, they aren't data ninjas, data scientists, or machine learning engineers to build these solutions. And that was one part of the reasons why
Gotcha.
this is a separate competency.
Cool. All right. So yeah, let's see this demo. What are you going to show us today, Victor?
Today, I will try to show you. I will try, and I say will try because the live demos sometimes are not the.
Can everyone that is joining us live please reach out to the demo higher powers to make a demo run properly?
Of course, yeah. I will show you something known as the showroom. This is a demo from a conversational AI partner that is based on Amazon Lex. It is using something known as multimodal. Multimodal is the capacity to interact via voice and another medium like a display, for example, and show how you can handle maybe at some point, for example, an airline reservation to change a flight, for example, or how to change a password using conversational AI. Let me just start here, start to share my screen, my phone screen, because this will be live, as we said. I hope the screen sharing of the phone works better. It was a little bit unstable, but let's see if this works.
Yep, the viewers are helping. Thank you.
Yeah,
the viewers are helping.
They
are calling upon the demos.
Here we go. All right. This is the showroom. And here what I will do, everybody can go to it and take a look to this. I will enter my phone number.
Let's say we could hide that real quick for you.
It will start, it will place a call to me. Okay. Can you hear my?
No, but does it sound something like
ring?
Oh, there we go.
To the show.
We got it.
An experience powered by NLX and AWS. Did you want to do a free demo today?
Yes.
Great. We have 4 demo journeys available. Manage flight, password reset, replace card, and school absence. Which would you like to try first?
What should we
If you're not
choose?
sure, just
Chat.
start.
Should we do password
Manage
reset?
flight.
Good choice. I just texted you a link to the Manage Flight journey in our showroom experience. Please put your phone on speaker so I can guide you.
Okay, here it will do a short validation for entering into the Manage Flight.
I need to verify your identity before accessing your flight information. When you're ready, tap Continue. I just texted you a 6-digit code to the phone number we have on file for your account. Please enter it on the screen.
Okay. This is the code that I'm getting. Let me copy. I will go back here. And what is happening at this point is after this validation.
Due to increased COVID-19 activity at your destination, we are waiving all fees if you wish to change or cancel your flight to Chicago. How would you like to proceed?
What I will do here is to change my flight, but everything that I do in the application is monitored during the call by the chatbot. This is not done by a person; it's by a chatbot behind.
So not only are you interfacing with a website,
what's the new departure date?
That's incredible.
Here I will change, for example, the date to January 2031. Continue.
Great. Please pick a new departure flight.
For example, if I touch here this one, nothing happens. Check what happens when I touch this one.
Please note that this flight costs an additional $35.
So there's an additional $35, but the bot is aware of all the events that are happening in this web application.
Next, let's pick a new return date.
I'm gonna take this one by default.
Thanks. Which return flight would you like to choose?
And here is happening the same. If I touch without that extra value, there's no problem. If I choose this one,
Please note that this flight costs an additional $15.
and I tap continue,
Finally, please confirm the details of your updated flight. If it looks good, tap Confirm Change. Please note that any additional fees will be charged to your card on file.
I will confirm the change.
Thank you. Your flight was updated successfully. How did you find this experience?
Of course, it will be a great experience. I didn't have to talk with someone.
Thank you for your feedback. You can try another demo or you can end the experience. What
I
would you like?
I will try another demo. It's something we can do here.
Pick the voice you'd like to use.
As you can see, this type of solutions also support multi-language. For example, if I choose Ana, she speaks in Spanish, Sandra in Portuguese, or Mia in Australian English. Also, if I tap here, continue, here are more demos. For example, I can choose school absence, for example. I will click.
You're gonna make me need to hide my phone from my daughter when she's older, aren't you?
Yeah. Or my son. I didn't show him this. I will use Sally. Continue.
On which day is Sally going to be absent?
Let's say Tuesday.
Why will Sally be absent?
If I touch sick, for example, continue.
Sorry to hear Sally's feeling unwell. Does Sally exhibit any of the following symptoms?
This could be, for example, a symptoms capture application. It's a common use case in healthcare, for example. In this case, it's for the absence. Everything I type here is recorded.
It really quick. I think Kyle mentioned it earlier, but what we're seeing is you are being guided through on the phone with a telephone call through a website in real time, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what we call multimodal solutions.
Yep. Because I was going to say, yeah, we've probably all worked with automated phone systems, but I've never
Sally's report.
worked this way. So this is really interesting.
How did you find this experience?
That's correct. It's not necessarily to interact with a human. The flow was like human who was guiding me, and also the possibility to go sensing every step or every data that I went capturing through the cell phone. If I type here, the demo is there.
You can try the demo or you can end the experience. What would you like?
Okay, and this is part of the demos that I wanted to share with you and show you.
Gotcha. Victor, you are in fact human, correct? You're not
I'm a human.
Okay, good. I just want to make sure. All right, cool.
Yeah.
That we're aware of.
Great.
Am I human?
Am I human?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am.
So Victor, what do you want to tell? What's the main point about this new competency? What's the message you want to get out to our viewers today?
There are several things that I want to bring to the table. One is for the customers. The first thing is to remind the customers that conversational AI is an enabler of the goals that the customers have around improving their customer experience they deliver to their end consumers. That's one of the things. The other is that conversational AI adoption, it's an incremental process. It requires expertise inside the teams. It requires that the projects have a visibility of a roadmap where they want to go, and they should be considered as live projects. And here is where the partners can help to materialize those different milestones in that roadmap, help to materialize what could be brought into a voice-based or conversational-based project. And that's the part that I can tell to the customers. Partners are here to help. You are not alone, and they bring expertise to accelerate your projects. On the other hand, for the partners, I want to say, partners wanted. We want you partners to join the competency program. Take a look at the partners portal, to the AWS partners portal, the website, the APN, to learn more about the competency program or any other competencies that they can find there. And also it brings multiple benefits for the partners to co-build, to co-sell, and to market together with AWS. We are trying to bring here the better together story.
That's awesome. Victor, thank you so much for your time today and talking us through what conversational AI is and how it's going to be helping companies with doing more with less, it sounds, and then also how they can bring conversational AI into their business, even if they don't have the workforce to create it, leveraging AWS partners to be able to bring in an application of conversational AI for their use case and then support them going forward. I think that tells a great success story.
Of course. Thank you so much for being here. I'm honored to be here, I have to tell you. And also, thanks to your audience for your patience and hearing all what I had to share today.
Awesome, Victor. Thank you so much. You have a wonderful day and an awesome weekend too.
Thank you so much.